Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 4 of Super Seducer. We got 2 more episodes to go. Today, we got Direct Day Game and Wingman. Let's jump right into it. A sunny day in the park, and you see a beautiful lady walking on her own. Do you have what it takes to get her to agree to a date with you? Goal: instant date or phone number. Let's get right into it. We've been on a cold streak as of late, as in everything else I've ever done. What am I listening to? Am I listening to some like Japanese like tech vibe? How will you approach her? Approach her from the front, follow her for a few blocks until she makes first move.
Yep, nice one. You definitely want to be in front, and you want to pay attention to the amount of space between you because you want to leave enough room for her to comfortably slow down and stop.
We don't want to be awkward about this. How will you get her attention? I just saw you and wanted to tell you that I think you look really nice. I must say that you have the most sexy walk. Excuse me, but you're very attractive. Do you think I can get your number? I saw you knew that if I didn't come over and say hi, I'd be kicking myself all day. Pick her up, literally. Let's go with A.
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw you. I just think you look really, really nice.
Oh, thank you. That's nice.
This is a very nice daytime opener. It's semi-direct. It should get a positive response.
Thank you.
And then if you handle the follow-up correctly, you stop her in the right way, it's actually got a really high chance of success. I'm Richard, by the way.
I'm Kate.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And what are you up to today?
I'm going to meet a friend now.
Hang on a second. Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a girl.
Okay, that's good. And look, I hope you don't
be
mind
a
me
lesbian
asking, but we're in a
or
park.
bi.
Yeah?
Right.
And you're wearing heels and a dress. What's that about?
I just had an interview.
Oh yeah? Looking for a job?
Yes, I am.
I'll give you a fucking job. What? Guess that she's looking for a job as a stripper. Ask why she doesn't just find a rich man and not work. Say you're sure she'll get the job, that she seems very sophisticated. Ask what job she is looking for. Say that she seems smart and attractive, that any employer would be nuts not to hire her. I'll go with these.
So what job are you looking for?
I want to be an administrator in a restaurant.
Okay.
In this case, you do need a bit more information, so asking another question is the right choice. You said you just had an interview over there. What was
right.
that?
Just in the restaurant over there.
Ah, there's the restaurant right on the park, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly.
That's quite a fancy one. That's
Yeah, it
a pretty
is.
good place to work.
I like it.
Fancy.
And is it, I think it's Italian food, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken,
it's
right?
Italian, Mediterranean cuisine and stuff.
Well, that's good, because it's very tasty. But for me, I
God
don't know,
damn
if
it.
I worked there,
Getting hungry
Yeah.
now.
if they had free food, I'd just be, I don't know, like, getting huge.
Really?
Yeah, you need to
That's
find
the
out if they have
problem.
free food there. If
Oh,
they
okay.
do, don't know.
Say that you know the bosses of a few restaurants and can put her in touch. Okay, good luck. I know a few restaurant owners in the city. Some of them started as administrators. Tell her you have a job for her, transporting drugs. Cool, I hope you get the job somewhere very nice so you can give me free food. Suggest who works for you, cooking and providing other services. Tell you have a job for. Okay, good luck. I know a few restaurant owners in the city. Some of them started as administrators.
Well, you know what? I actually know a lot of restaurant owners in the city, and it's always interesting their story. Some of them started even as waiters, some of them as administrators, and then they worked their way up to manager, owner, and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, you're still young. Who knows what will happen in the future?
Yeah, actually, you're right.
This is perfect because, again, you've resisted that urge to help. You know, I can help you. I know these people. I can help rewrite your CV, whatever it is that a lot of guys have and the standard guys have. But the guys that she's most attracted to wouldn't do that. So you need to, you know, stay cool and answer in a way like this. You don't know her well enough after 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes to be helping her. Save it until she's your girlfriend.
So what is your job?
My job? Well, I'm a salesman.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's all
that's
over the
nice.
place.
What do you sell?
Now I sell software, and actually I started selling like cars and even double glazing back in the day, and now I sell software, so it's a lot more relaxed and it's quite good. I like it. Good being a salesman. You get to meet lots of people.
Oh, I guess. Right.
Yeah. And tell me, I was just talking to my friends, and they're looking for jobs at the moment as well.
Oh.
And they told me that they're kind of bitching about immigrants all the time. So what do you think? Because you're like unemployed, looking for a job. What do you think about the immigrant situation?
Choose your viewpoint, make it opposite to yours. Why are we talking about political stuff? Who cares? As long as you have gone through the proper channels to become legalized as an immigrant, and if you're qualified for it, and you're fairly compensated rather than these major companies that just get all these illegal immigrants and doesn't pay them a fair wage at all, and they just send money back to, at least in this case, like back to Mexico and stuff like that for family and other reasons. It's kind of, I don't even want to choose either of these options. I just don't. Because there's nothing wrong with it if they have the skill set for whatever job somebody wants to fairly compensate them for, regardless of where they came from, what they believe in, etc., etc. If they're qualified for the job, why not? Choose a viewpoint, make it the opposite of yours. So are we for immigration or are we against immigration? I'm for legal immigration. I'm not against immigration at all, as long as it's legal. That's it.
I think it's okay. I actually like the idea very much because immigrants bring diversity and, it's a good thing.
Okay, so a problem that I have with... I think the biggest problem that I tend to hear when I think of immigration or something like that, or if it is diversity in a workforce, diversity is not always a good thing. Because let's say you have like a workforce, like you have some construction workers that are all white, right? And then there's an opening, and let's say there's like 3 white guys and 1 Hispanic person, but the 3 white guys have been in the business longer and know the ins and outs and are more qualified for it. Do you, I mean, if you are an owner, that's up to you as your choice what you would like to do. But me thinking about it, it's I want who's the most qualified. Like I said before, I don't care where you're born, what you believe in as your religion. I don't care about your skin color, your sex, your gender. I don't care. If you're qualified to do the job, regardless of any of that, that's what you look at. It's essentially like if you're trying to build a roster for like a football team or like a basketball team or something like that, you don't go with diversity for diversity's sake, because it's like, yeah, I want that white guy because my whole basketball team is black for diversity's sake. You want the best players on your team, regardless. So, I mean, personally, I'm going to disagree with her just because I don't like hearing people say it's good because diversity. That's not a logical thought. When you sit there, it doesn't bring anything to the table, because diversity is not always a positive thing. Because if you decide to hire somebody based off of for like a quota or like affirmative action or something like that, just based off of diversity, and you undercut the people who are qualified for it because you need to go with this action, affirmative action, or a quota, like we need to hire this many females in like Google or something like that, just anything like that. It's like, it's not necessarily a good thing if the people who you hire are qualified. But that's just me.
Well, I don't really agree with it too much, because you have to think you've got a culture, right, in a country, and then when you let in too many people from another culture, they have to really integrate, learn the language, make friends with the local people. Everyone has to get along well, and that's multiculturalism, and that's when it works.
Yeah.
But when you've got people coming in that aren't part of that, you know, you can't really say, okay, you know, as many can come as they like, right? So it really depends actually on the immigrants, their attitude, and, you know, whether they can integrate, because it's really beautiful when people do integrate.
Yes, true.
There are many ways to build attraction, but this is actually one of the most powerful. If you can use intelligence, reasoned argument, and change someone's mind, it's really, really cool and sexy. So obviously try it in real life, and well done for picking the right solution in this case. Well, you know what? Regardless of whether you're for or against immigrants, the very cool thing that they bring is all the food. Yeah, because like in England, we've got so much tasty Indian food. It's just delicious. We've got Chinese food. It's wonderful. Yeah. And that wouldn't happen if we didn't have such a cool multicultural society. So that's definitely a positive. It's fantastic food.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe I'm just hungry now. I'm thinking about food. You've got the restaurant thing, but what's your favorite food?
My favorite food is tacos.
Tacos?
Yeah, it's Mexican.
Yes, I know. Thank you. Yeah, it went from immigrants to her favorite kind of food. So backtracking to what he was talking about, multiculturalism. Like I said earlier, I don't have a problem with immigration as long as it's done properly. And I'm not saying that people who don't come here properly aren't qualified to do certain jobs, or aren't qualified to do any of it. It's just I would prefer if they go through the legal channels, because that's how it all works. Because if I wanted to go somewhere in a different country, I would try and have the utmost respect for that culture and that nation to properly integrate. And he's talking about like, you don't have to necessarily integrate yourself fully, so you don't have to be like, sorry, you're not white, you're not going to integrate you into America or anything like that. Or it's like, hey, you believe in Judaism or something out there, anything like that. But I think you have to have a certain degree of being able to kind of work with others in a way. And I know there are some things that do conflict, especially if you try and put things into, I mean, most societies nowadays, but especially in Western society, there's a lot of things that you wouldn't be able to get away with at all. Like, I mean, like on an extreme level, like women are beneath you, or like gays should be thrown off rooftops, or anything like that. But you don't have to lose your identity as a human being, because if you're somebody from like Argentina or somewhere like that, you can still, if you like live in a house or something like that, you can still like proudly wave your Argentina flag and stuff like that. You don't have to lose your identity or your culture. And but you can't, the way I look at it, it's whenever you have like a belief system, whether that's religious, political, or something like that, you can believe whatever you want, as long, and this is catch, as long as you do not try to forcibly implement your beliefs into others. I shouldn't say you can't do that. You shouldn't do that, because it's not right. You can believe in, there are people out here in the United States who believe that black people should be killed, who believe that fucking every Muslim is a terrorist and stuff like that. There's people out there who believe that stuff, and they can believe that. I mean, sure, most of us are gonna disagree with them, because you can't just group up you just can't you know, take a tiny little screenshot of a few people in a group and completely just paint the whole group as that, because it's not that easy. Life's not that easy. Literally everybody in the entire world has different ways of thinking, different ways of viewing everything, different beliefs, different viewpoints on every single thing. It's not that easy. Different ways of lives, growing up, the friends and family that they had, what kind of environment they were in, where they went to school, and everything under the rainbow. It's not that easy. The whole world's not black and white. It's all gray for the most part. Black and white is like the super minority on the outside. But like I said, multiculturalism isn't bad as long as it's properly done. You don't need to lose your identity with it, but you can't, like, if there are certain aspects in your religion or anything like that that you believe in, you can't go out and forcibly make other people follow your life beliefs. Okay, I have no idea what we're talking about. I'm on a spiel. Is that a euphemism for being a lesbian? Say that you also really like Mexican food. You don't. Tell her it's too unhealthy for you. True. It will just be true.
Yeah, they're tasty, of course. I like all that, but you know, it's a little bit unhealthy. I'm more like a, you know, organic, healthy kind of guy.
Okay.
If you don't like something, feel free to come out and say it. If it's too much, if it's too negative, it's bad. But from time to time, it just shows a really shocking honesty that women find very rare, refreshing, and attractive. And tell me, can you cook?
No, not really.
Well, come on, what about boiling an egg or, I don't know, scrambled eggs, other egg-based dishes?
No, I don't like it.
No, pasta? Oh,
No.
you can't cook or you don't like it?
I can't, and I don't like it as well.
Wow.
I'll get you lessons. That's okay. That's a shame. You better be real good at sucking dick. That's okay. You don't have to necessarily, you know, like to cook or, yeah, you don't have to. That's fine.
Oh, well, that's okay. Not everyone can cook, and I don't know, there's these days, restaurants, deliveries, microwaves, like, no one cooks these days, do they?
Sure.
Is it really okay? Is that what you really think? In this case, she knows she could be better. You know she could be better, but you've given her a pass. So you could have done better to tease her about it or just say what you honestly think, but not go on about it, but just quickly say. I do cook a little bit from time to time. Quite like it.
Oh, that's interesting. What do you cook?
I like Italian food. I like healthy food.
Oh.
So yeah, I've got a few like specialties that I make.
Yeah, that's great. I think men are better at cooking than women.
Yeah?
Yeah, all great chefs are men.
Well, that's actually true.
What kind of... I don't even think I want to go on a date with this lady at all. There's plenty of fucking women chef out there, dude. Come on. Men are better at everything. We'll just go with that. Because that's the only option.
Men are good at cooking, but actually I go as far as saying men are better at pretty much everything.
Oh, come on, you're kidding, right?
Should I be kidding? Well, let's assume I meant it. Like, what's something women are better at, do you think?
Everything.
What? Bodybuilding, powerlifting?
That's only one side,
Formula One racing?
No, women have
football,
better
hockey.
intuition. Women are better artists. Women are better musicians.
Da Vinci, Michelangelo, what?
I don't know, that's stupid.
Oh, maybe in the past women weren't allowed to.
And whatever, everyone is women.
Playful's always good, so that's a good option.
We've been talking a while now. It's time to work towards the close. Have we? We've talked about immigration. We've talked about culturalism. We've talked about food, and we've talked about women. What kind of conversation is this? It's quite warm today. Do you have any outdoor activities? Invite her to a swingers party. Invite her to your house because it will be easier to seal a deal.
Such nice weather, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And do you do any outdoor activities, or you're usually inside?
Oh no, I love it. I
Yeah.
like walking. You see, I'm in the park right now.
Yeah,
And
in your heels.
actually, I like riding a bike. I
Yeah.
have a bike. And I'm fond of climbing and stuff. And
Wow,
different
quite a lot
activities.
then.
Yeah, I like it.
I would have never guessed that you're an active kind of girl because you've got. I guess you don't have like huge nails or anything, but
No.
long hair. So no, that's cool that you're active. This should be part of any conversation where you go from stranger to wanting to see them again, getting the number or instant date, whatever it may be. You need to take it to things that they like to do because you're looking for that reason to see them again, that common connection or that date suggestion that you can come up with.
Sure. Give her your number, suggest a date based on things she likes, and take her number. Ask when her period is coming so you can schedule a date accordingly. Offer your Steam ID.
Okay, cool. So my idea would be that, I don't know, we pick a day when the weather's good and we could ride bikes and I could even bring a few snacks and drinks and have a little picnic.
Oh,
I think that would be great,
That's
yeah?
a nice plan.
Excellent. Cool, so put your number in my phone and
Yeah. Sure.
we'll sort it out.
Okay.
Fake number.
Here you are.
That's brilliant because you've just got such a logical step to then suggest doing this for the date. So it's the right option. Well done.
We win? Say you'll buzz her phone right then and there so she has your number. Ask if she's interested for meeting sex later. Say your goodbyes and leave. No, I feel like A is really weird. Like I'm not trusting her, so I'll just trust her.
Well, look, it was lovely to meet you.
Or she did give me a fake number.
You know,
but I think
see you around. But it was really, really lovely.
Sure. Okay. Bye.
Bye. You did all right, but to get the most solid close, you want her to also have your number so she can expect your call or message and know who it's from and not need to say, "Oh, who's that?"
I still got it. Still got it.
Yep, nice one. You definitely want to be in front.
I still got it. Yeah, but I feel like that's just weird, though. I mean, at least for me, it's kind of like I'm not trusting her in a way. She's like, why, you think I have a fake number? Wingman. Wait a second. Why is this locked? Why don't you unlock for me? Why are you locked? Please open up. Get it done. Come on, baby. Get it over. Open this up for me. Gimme. Yeah. Well, guys, I guess that's gonna be the end of episode 4. I guess episode 5 will be the last 3 of these, and I'm gonna have to just speed my way through this other scenarios to get me to the next thing. Hope you all enjoyed. Fantastic day.